What's up guys, John here, and today I'm joined by British Garfield here in Gas City, Indiana at Payne's. So as you can see, Garfield is looking dapper with a hat the height of his body. I think that the British really do dress like this, but I can't tell you yet. I think that his behavior, such as overeating and laziness, are quite in line with the average American. So I find it hard to believe that Garfield is actually British. So what are the implications of this? Well, in my opinion, it comes down to a few distinct possibilities. Number one, and I think this is probably the most likely, Garfield just likes to cosplay. It's an emerging hobby, especially with conventions and anime type shit. So Garfield might just appreciate another culture and be engaging in some harmless cosplay. However, there could also be something more insidious afoot here. Perhaps Garfield is hiding from someone. Now, could they have a hit out for him? Is he breaking the law? Is he loitering outside of a restaurant talking about... He could be doing a lot of things, and maybe the disguise is a way for him to avoid legal repercussions for his misdeeds. Now, the last thing, and this could be true too, is that this is a self-esteem issue. Maybe Garfield feels the need to be something he's not because deep down, he doesn't like what he is. And so by putting himself in this British veneer, he figures that maybe, just maybe, he can fool everybody and be something he's not, kind of adhere to, more socially acceptable norms. I personally have found myself kind of almost like magnetically drawn here. As you can see, we're by the interstate. We're in Gas City, which is about the saddest name for a place. I mean, it's Interstate, Burger King, and where you end up if you eat too much Burger King, aka the hospital. So, I think that, in general, our British Garfield friend here, he kind of is the cornerstone that redeems Gas City from a dismal reputation. Now, make no mistake, nobody's saying Gas City is particularly great. At least, not anybody I've ever met. However, there is a silver lining, and in this case, the silver lining is, this. And as you can see, one last thing I will say is something to give credence to the outlaw theory, the one that he's a fugitive, is that he is carrying a sword here. Now, this could be just part of his getup. However, that sword could be used to stave off authorities in the case of him getting caught. Now, he's not fooling me, but you never know. Some people are easily fooled, and maybe he's a little bit dumb and he doesn't realize that his British costume is not fooling anybody. Hell, even his plaque says Garfield. Come on, man. So maybe the fugitive theory is incorrect, or at least unlikely. However, I would say that it's still, a possibility, because why else would you be standing out in the cold like this long, in plain sight? Well, because of the saying, hiding in plain sight. You think they just came up with that saying out of nowhere? No, that saying is it means something. Anyway, that's about all I have to say about British Garfield. And until next time, bye. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is I know this is like an incoherent rant, but I'm just being silly, guys. So, peace.